Vibration upgrade in progress. 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 Vibration upgrade at 50%. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade at 75%. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade is complete. Your messenger has arrived. The show will begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Initiate. Well, hello, everybody. I am Tanya Lee of Harmonia. We are here for another special edition of All Signs Week Ahead. How is everybody doing? Don't be shy. I hope you guys are enjoying your, beautiful day. Hopefully it's beautiful for a lot of you. I don't know how the weather is everywhere, but here it's nice and sunny in the UP. Michigan had some crazy weather out there this weekend, but all is doing well over here. So don't be shy. Say hello. Let me know that you're here. We're not just on YouTube. We are also over on Facebook and Twitch as well. Welcome back, Spiritually. Welcome back, Nafa. Welcome back, Special. Nafa, I saw that you had a question earlier regarding wondering about love readings when they actually take place. These, when I call them timeless. Well, the week ahead is literally that. It's a week ahead. But all of my readings are meant to be timeless, meaning the current energy into the next 30 days. Whenever you feel guided to listen to it is usually where your intention is, and then you can kind of go out. Now, if it's something from the past, what I always say, and I say this inside the vault, if it's something that you've been through before, pay attention to how the reading makes you feel. Something may be ready to be cleared as well. Okay, so that's what that's about. All right, we're going to get started here. We're going to move on to, astrology news. Let's see what's going on here in astrology, because there's a lot. There is a lot going on here. I mean, minus the fact that we are still in Mercury retrograde, which is in Pisces, and we are also feeling that emotional aftershock of last week's lunar eclipse in Virgo. How's everybody doing in that energy? Man, it was a tough week for me when it came to technology, for sure. I had tech glitches all week. I lost power yesterday for several hours, but it wasn't so much the glitches as it was my emotions were going up and down. And I was really paying attention, like, what is this coming up here for a reason, So that combination, I believe, with the eclipse and the retrograde can bring reflection, heightened sensitivity, and moments where, we have to look at situations and that may have been confusing or emotionally charged and just, accept things for what they are sometimes. So Mercury retrograde is famous, as we know, for those tech glitches, as I discussed, but more often it is just showing us where we need to slow down and pay attention. And so that's what I was really picking up on. One of the bigger shifts this week is going to be Jupiter turning direct again. So Jupiter is known as the planet of growth and opportunity. So when it begins moving forward, it often signals momentum returning in areas of life that felt paused here, guys. So since Jupiter is currently moving through Cancer, this can especially highlight themes around home, family, emotional security, and it's always building something that feels stable and supportive. So it is kind of a big deal here for us this week. And then as the week progresses, Mercury also begins moving towards a conjunction with Mars in Pisces. Conjunction simply means the two planets appear very close together in the sky, and that's a blending of the energies here. So Mercury rules our communication and Mars rules action and courage. So this combo can bring out those bold conversations this week. An emotional truth. Are you ready for it? I feel like it's going to be carried for this, not just this week, a couple of weeks here, for where things may need to be slowed down with how we react, or how we react with others, specifically with what is said. So be careful with jumping into conversations right off the back here in defensive energy here, because it may well backfire. All right, let's see where we are collectively. Let's see where we are collectively. Let's call in our guides, our ancestors, and our ascendant masters. Spirit, if we can hone into my collective, whether they're watching the live or the replay, how are we showing up this week? Which tarot card is here for us? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Didn't we get this last week too? We did. We did get the Ace of Pentacles last week. So some of this opportunity here is still here. Did we miss some of it? Did some of us miss that opportunity? Did we not see it? I feel like the doorway is still open here. I got the chills a little bit here. Are you prepared to receive some type of opportunity or gift? This is the exact card we got last week. So we are still in preparation of this. Some of us did not receive that opportunity last week. That doesn't mean it's not here. It's still there. Something is still there for us. All right. Let's see what angel number is supporting us this week. We're using the angel numbers instead of the dice today. I feel guided to do that. Angel number 567. So you may see this number throughout the week. Evolution. Collective, you are evolving spiritually and emotionally, moving towards greater wisdom and understanding, especially with presented with this opportunity. Interesting. I like this. All right. Let's see what our challenge is this week. Remember, no reversals. Our challenge this week is the Six of Wands. Camera is getting kind of slow here. Don't glitch on us now, Mercury. The Six of Wands is a card here being seen, of being validated, but getting through the thick of it with recognition. Ooh, I feel like a lot of us, I feel like this internal battle more than it is externally is getting that reward. Okay, will we get praised for it? But the challenge here is that it's not on our timing. Sometimes we have to get through these lessons. We don't even realize how far we've come. But there's also something about this being more humble. Just because you win at something doesn't mean you need to throw it at someone else's face too. And there may feel a little bit of that for some of us. How is the universe supporting us here? Well, the Lovers. We have Gemini energy here. We're being supported here with choice. People who choose us, whether that is a helping hand, maybe that's what it is. Maybe there's some kind of assistance here. Sometimes it's best to do things in numbers. You don't have to do everything on your own, right? But also, even in those hard conversations that was being brought up in the astrology news, it may be the conversations that showcase to you that a person is still there for you through thick and thin, even though that you may have disagreements, but you work through it. So there's something about camaraderie, something about partnership here that is very strongly here to help you move forward. Yeah, I like this. So these cards are going to play out in each individual sign here. We're going to start off with Pisces. Pisces is up first. Reminder, we also have a goal set up on YouTube. If we get 5 donations on that target, it's that little target you got to hit there. You become a sponsor. And if we unlock it, we'll get another collective bonus reading here. All right, Pisces is up. Reversals are now up. Here we go. Who's got Pisces in their chart? Hey, Shirley. Snuck on in here. Pisces, how you feeling going into this week? Well, we have the 7 of Wands here reversed. I feel a little bit defensive when it comes to a specific person, but let's see the external reason for this. Well, someone has chosen to go a different direction than you. And this is somebody here, Pisces, that you've been waiting for. Simply have been waiting for. And so I feel this energy of you annoyed that someone is going complete opposite direction here. And it's like, well, don't turn around and come back. Don't let the door kick you in the ass here. I don't know. There's something you seem annoyed. Yeah. There's almost like a disagreement here, competitive nature here, an overreaction. Someone here who could have gotten jealous, or this energy here of push and pull, trying to prove that their way is better than yours. But I really feel that this week, you're just a little bit thrown off by this person here who just says, I'm done. Like they're just not even trying to see your way. Okay. See how you're responding. Thank you, spiritually. Oh, my goodness. You know, this is the last straw. I feel like Pisces says this week is the last straw. I feel that you have stopped and paused and held someone's hands to only them keep pushing it away. And there's something about this week where, yeah, you are a little defensive because you're like, final call. I'm not going to keep doing this. We either work it out, we figure it out, we go the same direction, or, walk away. And I feel like this person here is choosing to walk away. Bigger opportunity here for you, Pisces. Bigger opportunity here for you. This offer. See, you offered this. Look at Ladybug, maybe something significant to you, but you got the Ace of Pentacles here. Are you prepared to receive some type of offer or gift this week? Believe it or not, this is the biggest gift that the universe is giving you, because the amount of time, money, space, how things can grow exponentially have been put on halt because of this specific person. So this week, even though it may feel annoying because you spent a lot of time, whether it was time or effort or something that you felt like a time waster, it's allowing you now to move forward in your direction. It's not with this particular person or this job or this community. Some of you, the sucky part about this is you could be related to these individuals, right? But it's like, they obviously don't have my back, right? Whether it's a blood relative, there may be individuals here who do have your back, and it's this person's basically leaving room for that, even though you may feel betrayed by this individual here leaving. It is hugely an evolution here for you. Pisces, your advice here, man, this is a soul contract. Look at all these 10s. All right. Again, the community that wants to be with you, whether it's family, there's something here about leaving space for the individuals here who truly value. And even though there is someone here leaving your life this week or not agreeing with you this week, and they're not, 5 of Swords here is not agreeing with you, I feel that your back is also turning back to this individual. There's no second shots on this one. No. Pisces, what Auntie has to say for you, with Mercury retrograde moving through your sign and Mars beginning to align with it, this week may bring powerful moments of emotional clarity. This is in conversations, realizations, or even internal reflections, could help you understand something that once felt confusing. You may feel more courageous about expressing your truth this week, and I do see you doing that. Speaking from the heart could finally create movement in a situation that has been waiting for honesty, and this honesty is an action. It is, right? That's what I got. All right, we're going to move on, Pisces. If that resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more signs over at Harmonia. And we're going to get to Aries next. I do it in order. Thank you, spiritually. Signs are done in order. They're not, and I start off with Pisces. So Sag is more towards the end. You can come back. We start with the birthday sign and then we move our way through. Aries. Aries, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. We are 4 donations away from unlocking the collective faded dice. Spiritually set us up with the first sponsorship. All right, Aries, let's see. Oh, I almost dropped the whole deck here for Aries. Don't trip this week, Aries. Aries, how you feeling going into this week? Oh, the devil. Well, there's something that you are very focused on. It is absolutely taking your time and energy here. What are you focused on? Externally, what is this? Capricorn energy. It's more in the negative energy. Ooh. The 8 of Swords of Buds. So there is some fears that aren't just internally this week, but you're externally seeing. This could be, gosh, let's see what the integration of it before I go too further into the story. Let's see what this is. Page of Pentacles. Okay. So Aries, this week feels like you have tripped or will be tripping, but it's like, I feel this energy of, oh my gosh, I'm so far behind. I should be more ahead. And the focus here is maybe you have been procrastinating, or maybe you have allowed something here to slip. But this week here is, how do I get ahead? Now, you also are with company here, with an individual. So I do feel whoever is keeping company with you is more in the fear-based or more the negative Nelly, okay? Which is bringing some of those internal fears into an external nightmare for you. What it feels like. It's like, oh my gosh, can we, like, we're not that far behind. We just got something here, but you are being presented with an opportunity here, but it means you have to pause some more. So this could be taking some kind of advice. This could be have to do with a child for some of you. Others of you, it's just your inner child. How is Aries responding to this devil energy here? We have the moon. There's more fears, right? This is part of someone here within your pack. Okay, so I do feel like this is someone who's very close to you. This could be a family member, a really close friend, somebody here you work with as well. Work can be family too, especially you spend more time there. But with this Pisces energy here, I feel for you, Aries, that this week you're more focused on it being too late, but you are being presented here with an opportunity, but it means that you have to listen and take some time to present it. And that could be in an appointment of some sort. So this could be, let's say you got something financial going on here for you, right? You thought everything was a good deal and all of a sudden you have more paperwork to do. We are in tax season. Okay. It's like, oh, you forgot something. It could be that. Others of you, if this is a relationship, it's someone here who is consistently wanting to go bad to bad patterns. It's like, I thought we were in this together. Again, that's support, but you may feel that an individual here needs a little bit more assistance. So you pause to allow it. It could be that too. Bigger opportunity here. Look, 7 of Cups. I think it's to reevaluate your options here because you are thrown some kind of obstacle this week that does throw you off a little bit, but it is to help you realign and to reassess and to face something much larger now than versus later. It is. Okay. So even though this may feel like an icky week for you, it's going to allow you to reinvest. Some of you reinvest literally, or to invest your time more wisely. Others of you, if it's someone else's fears that's coming out, I feel that you are going to step back, maybe allow this individual to process on their own. It could even be asking for some room or some space, but this is because you need to do some soul searching so that you can get aligned. And this person here may be doing that to you too. Okay. But both of you are still trying to obtain the same goal, whatever that goal is: peace, happiness, harmony. This is something you both want. Advice here for you, Aries. We have judgment energy here. So I feel like something here is coming full align for you. Again, this is so that you can get more ahead. Look at this, more like it's being exposed now so that you can handle it better later down the road. So whatever hiccup it is this week, what you're tripping on, know that you're not on your own. You do have an individual there with you, but there might be a huge assessment for both of you, and it may cause you to split a little bit just to have some space. All right. Let's see, Aries, what Spirit has for you. Auntie says energy begins shifting from reflection to action for you this week. A realization or conversation may help you understand the next step that needs to be taken. And that's what's going to happen. I feel it. Something that once felt pause can finally begin gaining forward momentum, but be careful of that trip up. All right. That's what I got here for you, Aries. If that resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side. And we got Taurus up next. Taurus. Where are my bulls at? All right, Taurus, let's see how your week is going to be. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Here we go. Spirit, how is Taurus feeling going into this week? Taurus, this week. Oh, now we got a particular card for this deck, and it's called the Turning. Typically, this is based on the alignments here of the chakra, but I feel like something here is blocked, and I'm going to pull a card here to validate what is blocked, just to see what it is. So it lets me know. So this has to do with some past disappointments. It does. Okay. Maybe something here. You know, the sun, when you think of the sun, you think of summertime. Maybe there's something here that you're reflecting on this week that feels either so far away, and summer isn't that far. We just hit that spring equinox, but there's something here about things not going in the way that you wanted it to, hoping things would come in place here. So I do feel a little bit, maybe you're not even feeling, you could just be down this week. Feel a little bit run down, burnt out, but I almost feel like a lack of confidence that it's possible. External reason for this? Well, the King of Wands, who's this? Who are you dealing with? A fire sign? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius? You know, I think that you're dealing with someone, egomaniac, right? This person here loves a challenge, is very, very competitive here with you. But I also feel completely burned out by this individual because they set a pace that feels like I'm too, this could be a person here that keeps running and you're consistently chasing. Could be that. All right. Or an individual who sets a goal here for you, you get to it, and then they change the rules. So this even could be work. It could be a burnout here. But you are realizing that this person here consistently has been pushing a deadline or pushing something off, and it feels like something got pushed now to summertime, or it feels like they're just not here. Integration of this. Yeah, it's just not here. Nope. Someone here had to prove that they needed more time, needed more space. Maybe you're hearing somebody say that. Maybe something's being postponed this week. Maybe you just feel that energy here where it's like, well, that's not possible. How you're responding to this? Totally annoyed. You know, I do feel a lot of back and forth conversations, you know, trying to figure out, you know, what to do now, what's next now, right? Especially if someone here has created more space here from you, greater meaning here for you. Gosh, man, it's just not meant to be. It's just not meant to be. This person has almost made it nearly impossible to even communicate or talk to. But here's the thing. Why they're changing the rules is a whole different story here. But I feel like, Taurus, for you this week, the challenge is no matter how you show up, nobody here gives you the crown. So they just keep changing the rules on you. For some of you, this is work related, where you feel like things keep getting pushed off and more responsibilities are put onto you. And if this is love, someone here does not want to have a hard conversation and is doing things here to make it almost nearly impossible to even try to communicate with. Okay. It might even feel like it's going ice cold. What are you gaining from this week? The King of Cups, you know, self-compassion for you, water energy. And I really feel like Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, you're going to be in the feels about this week. But also, I think there's some compassion here and grace for yourself. Because just because you'll listen, you'll hear it out, but the compassion and empathy comes for you and how you are going to pour your heart and energy emotionally into the situation, into this job, into this relationship. I think right now it's really becoming evidently clear that this isn't for you anymore. Advice for you. Look at that. We got the 10 of Cups energy here. That's, I feel, the energy of what you're looking for. Some support, some community, some gathering, you know, and this is something that maybe you always thought this individual would be a part of, or maybe you always thought that this would be a place that you be, but there it is. The King of Wands showed up twice. I just feel, you see, there's water here. I feel like someone here's leaving your life. Or there's times here where, you know, someone's making different plans, and these plans here may not be ones where you can embark on. And, you know, so I think you're really going to be deeply evaluating your stability here this week of what's the next move here for you, what makes you happy. All right. That's what I got here for you, Taurus. Let's see what Auntie has. Taurus, you may find yourself reflecting on the stability and support systems in your life this week. We see that. Something you once questioned may now reveal a very clear path. Trust what feels steady and grounded as you move forward. And I really feel like this person here is creating that path here for you because you're realizing that they're not on the same one as you. Very similar to Pisces energy here too. All right, that's what I got here for you, Taurus. If that resonated, go ahead and hit a like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side. We're going to move up to Gemini next. Gemini is up. Thanks, guys, for the likes. I do appreciate it. Welcome back, Corabelle. Well, it's okay. Enjoy your event. Good luck with everything. Hello, 144 for CC. Hello. Guys, don't forget, Spiritually started us off with 1 donation here. We need 4 more donations. Just hit that target and we will unlock another bonus, collective bonus reading. There is always a collective bonus, but sometimes the sponsors jump in and we get another bonus. Gemini is up. Two more shuffles and we'll be ready to go. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's do it. Gemini, how you feeling going into this week? The Two of Wands. So you are looking ahead. You are looking ahead this week. Externally, what's the reason for this? See how it's looking down at evolution? See how you're looking down at evolution? So this is a week here where I like this. Gemini, I like this for you. This is a week you are evolving spiritually and emotionally, moving towards greater wisdom and understanding. So you absolutely know how the universal laws work, right? When you're the magician energy holding that wand, you have to trust. You have to trust in all of those elements, and what you put out there isn't just thrown out there to the wind. Okay. You then have to act as though it's here already. And there's something here where you're taking those actions this week. You're like, if I want to manifest this much quicker, I need to go the distance. And there's something about traveling coming up. Is there a vacation coming up? Is there something that you're going to? Could be an event. Could be something online as well. Yeah, you're just looking at and seeing what else is out there. You're very high lookout as into how can I move this quicker and see what is presented to me with the universe and invest in that. And so that's what you're looking at. You're looking at where you want to invest your time and efforts in these actions so that you can see something manifest for you. I like this. Hey, Isis. Hey, Elizabeth. How you responding to this? Look at that. The Queen of Wands here. Now, this is interesting. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. The Queen of Wands can kind of be a bitch when she's reversed. But here's the reason. Okay. You're not letting this pass this time. You are not letting something pass this time. See, I think there was a window. Remember how I said, I think it's amazing that we got the Ace of Pentacles twice. Last week we got the Ace of Pentacles as a card, and this week we did. But there's something here where you're like, I am not missing this time. I am not letting that debunk me or changing my vibration. Because there's something here where you shifted gears. It went opposite. It was like your fears overran, and that's what was actually manifested versus the opposite. In this week, you're like, I am not letting my fears get the best of me. Not this Gemini. All right. So there's this kind of this cocky attitude about you, but you're very creative. You're very vibrant this week. You may just want to show up in areas that you didn't anticipate. There's something more extrovert about you this week. What's the bigger opportunity? Look at this. Yeah. See, before you were pausing, you took time out to reflect. And then sometimes that reflection turned to procrastination or needing more info or just remaining stuck. And then you manifested more stuckness, more waiting energy. And this is something where it's like, I got to get moving. If I got to do something, I'm going to do something daring this week. And it's going to be completely something that is going to be out of my comfort zone this week. Oh, did you see that? I just went to shuffle your card and it flew out. It flew out. The Six of Swords here flew out. You're making a move this week, and as emotionally uncomfortable as it is, this is you doing it in a big way. It feels good. You're accepting this challenge, and even though the challenge before you may have stepped back to see it, now you're like, well, it is big, it is large, but I won't know until I get there, and then I'll do the next step. So you are pulling off the band-aid this week. You're taking action in something that is, you've been sitting on. You've been sitting on it in some way. Could even be a conversation. Advice here for you. Look at this. The High Priestess. Trust your intuition. Trust your intuition. Trust your gut this week, okay? You're getting a lot of psychic downloads this week as well, okay? You're just going to have that inner knowing. And Spirit saying you got to trust it. You got to be like that magician energy where once they get there, they can start celebrating it. So Spirit saying get in that excitement because it's not days away, it's here. And this move is going to lead you there. So get excited for the next spot that you go or you decide to move to. Okay, some of you, this is literally a physical move. Others of you, it's just a really big move, could be an emotionally big move, a big conversation that comes up for some of you, a big job change for some of you. It's something here that you've been having a little bit cold feet with. All right, that's what I got here for you. Let's see what Auntie has to say for you, Gemini. Auntie says communication may bring clarity to something that once felt confusing this week. A conversation or message could help you understand where things truly stand. Sometimes simply saying what needs to be said is enough to move things forward. All right. So this is not a week here to pause anymore. That's what I got here for you, Gemini. If that resonates, go ahead and hit a like. Comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side. And we're going to move on to Cancer. Cancer is up. Hey, Stephanie. Yeah, Star and Papa are probably, God knows where they are. They usually are. I did change my time, so they might think it's 3:30. I bumped it up. Plus we have, the clock moved forward. So they may just be an hour behind. They just not thinking. Welcome back, Gun Guy. Guys, we have a goal going on here. We got a goal going on here. Spiritually already started it off for us, but we are 4 donations away. 4 donations away here. So get to it. Get to it so we can unlock this for you. Welcome back, Sumaya. All right, Cancer. Ooh, let's see what's going on for you, Cancer. Cancer's got a big week. You got Jupiter this week. All right, Cancer, how are you feeling this week? Ooh, the 10 of Swords of Buds. Defeated. But this is outside of your hands anymore. Like this is already happened. So I do feel like you're hitting some kind of you're dusting off your knees here. You're getting back up. This is a week here where you're getting back up. You may have had a exhausting week. You may have been energetically zapped. Yeah. I also feel like you have support here, Cancer. You could be dealing with another water sign here, but I feel like the support here, someone here who really cares and is devoted to you. Okay. Does not have to be romantic, but this is a person here who does sincerely love you and understand you and is there for you in a big way, especially because you have been down and out. Some of you have really been under the weather, burnt out. Integration here, burnt out. Look, this is like, I feel like you have someone here who, they're not going to this person's not going to try to fix you. Okay. What they're doing is they're sitting down with you when all of this goes down. It's not comfortable. It feels awful. But you know what? Two people are here, and I feel like this individual goes, if you crash, I crash here too. This is your do or die individual. Okay. This could be, like I said, a family member. This could be your best friend. Um, this is just someone here who understands you've been through a lot. And this Cancer has been through the freaking ringer. It's like, how much more could I possibly get? And now I feel like I can't get up. But this person here is like back on your feet again, right? Yeah, Queen of Pentacles here, reverse, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. So I feel like this had to do with an individual who may have, I don't want to say they overburdened you, but I definitely feel like this person here had high expectations for you to be there for them in ways that you honestly ended up ripping you a new one, because I don't feel like this person had your back. Whether this was a boss, whether this was a friend, there's someone here who was envious. Seeing a lot of this green too. Cheated you out, wanted to get credit, threw you under the bus. Bigger opportunity here. Not all is lost. Not all is lost. Okay. You have a person here right now. You just need to vent, and you just need to allow yourself to be held or support by another. All right. But it's also allowing you some time here to have some space to take care of yourself. All right. You may feel like you're on your own on this journey, but you're not. This individual, though, is here for you, even though that you're soul searching and doing that. You might not be processing it all. They're not telling you what to do. They're just there with you. Okay. But it has a lot to do with someone here who mishandled you, who used you. You were entirely used. Greater meaning here. I love this. I love that you got this particular card for this deck. And I'm gonna go. This is for this deck, and this is a newer deck for me, but I'm gonna read what Blossom has to say because it is different. But Blossom is about germination, new opportunities, and growth support. Growth support. Okay. So activates new thinking and breakthrough within a fresh cycle, helping the energy of other cards here throughout the spread to give you a more positive direction. So it's almost like you needed to see this for what it is, because it's going to be completely, the ground's going to be completely burned, but it's also going to be fertilized and allow you to create something much stronger. And it's coming in numbers for you. It's coming in numbers for you. And I do believe it's another individual who's going to allow you to have some assistance and support with not, saying, I'm going to pick you up and do everything for you, but they're looking at you going, how do you feel? What's your next move? I'm there with you. I can be there how I can be, but they're not necessarily taking over. Okay. This is something that you're not used to either. Advice here for you. Look at that. You don't have to do this all on your own. You don't have to do this all on your own. I just feel that there's something where you're being pushed to walk away from. You are. Okay. And this is going to allow you to realize that you tried to push mountains for this individual, but if it's not emotionally satisfying you, and is it because there were other people involved? Sorry for the camera, it's getting a little, but there's other people here and swimming here. So it's almost like this person here used individuals against you, maybe even blamed you. But this is something here where you're not going to be carrying that by yourself. You're just simply not. All right. What Auntie wants to say to you, Cancer. With Jupiter turning direct, there may be renewed sense of growth, here we go, and possibility entering your life. Situations connected to home, emotional security, or personal direction may begin gaining momentum this week. This is a week, Cancer, that you're going to have to trust the progress that is quietly beginning to unfold. Not everything's going to be unfolded all at once to what that new beginning is. All right. That's what I got here for you, Cancer. If that resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's more messages always on the other side. We're going to move up to Leo next. Thanks, guys, for the donations. Thank you, Isis, for becoming a sponsor. Thank you, Special, for becoming a sponsor. And thank you, Nafa. We are now one donation away, guys, from unlocking that bonus. We certainly are. We're going to get to Leo next. Where are my lions at? Guys, I also have big news to make. That Friday's live was the largest viewership we've had on this channel. So thank you for those of you who watched the live and the replay. The replay was the biggest it's ever been. So I appreciate you guys watching that. Hello, Fifi. I don't recognize your name. Welcome. Thanks, Debbie. Debbie, I hope your workshop went great. Leo. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising of Venus. Let's see how your week is going to be. How you feeling going into this week? Cards are slippery. Ooh, Four of Wands. Who are you partnering up with? Leo. Let's see what's externally in front of the two of you. Where are you two looking off to? Queen of Pentacles. Could be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. This feels nice. I feel like you're about to go somewhere. Thank you, Shirley. Thank you, guys. We made the bonus. Thank you. Look at this. This is, I feel like immense excitement. Leo, you're getting a good reading. I can feel it. Are you ready for this? Some of you, this is spending more time with somebody that you cherish. This is a person here who's excited to be with you, spend time with you. Some of you, this could even be your mother. Some of you, this could be your child. Some of you, this could be your best friend or lover. Oh, now we have the 10 of Wands, but notice this. Do you see this? There's no competing here. There's no fighting here. This is, dude, we got a lot to do, but we can do it together. We can do it together. Let's split up and do this together, okay? Two are better than one, all right? I just feel like really strong partnership with this individual. There's no competitive nature here. The challenge is set, but in a really good way. And I feel at one point, you may have felt a little bit overwhelmed, but this is a person here who's got your back, who's excited to help you. Look at that, the sun here. It's like, we can get it done. All right, you're getting a massive assistance this week, spending time with somebody here that you adore or love. This could be work related too. How you responding here? Yeah, well, if we're stuck together, let's make the best of it. Let's not be this could be a work situation here where it's like, listen, I got my work wife, I got my work husband. How many of you have a work wife or work husband, right? It's like that company here is your do or die individual during that situation or that area. But this is you two making the best of a scenario. And it's like, we'll got it. We'll get through it. You know, it's not going to take away our happiness. We've been through worse. I feel like that's what Leo's saying. We've been through worse. We got this. Bigger opportunity here is you're going to get through and create some optimism, excitement, especially if it's something where you both don't know what you got yourself involved into. Now, some of you, this could be like a friendship where it's like, hey, I signed us up for this class and I think it will be really fun. And you're like, I don't even know anything about that. And they go, I don't either, but let's just have fun with it. Let's just see what happens. And I do see you having a good time with this individual, despite even not knowing how everything works out here. Yeah, the Queen of Swords here. And you may be amongst an individual here who's very blunt. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius here. This could be a boss. This could be a teacher, but it's someone here who's kind of the third party in here that sets the rules, right? This is a person here who can break you to some extent, but the two of you together are like, oh, well, oh, well, we're doing the best that we can. We're not going to make you, ruin our day just because it's not going in the pace that you want or you have high expectations. This person can be a little bit unruly to begin with. It feels like that. Advice here for you. Look at this powerhouse here. We got the Emperor. The two of you together make the Emperor. Aries energy. You two are a powerhouse when you're together. You absolutely are. Yeah, look, the two of you. Okay. Doesn't matter if you have an unruly boss here this week or somebody here who doesn't like your way, like someone who's a little bit more mature or they appear that way, older. The two of you make the best out of the situation and is like, listen, we just come in peace. We want to be happy. And if this presently is what we have to do, we'll get through it. We're going to get through it together. And I see you doing it. All right. Auntie says, Leo, emotionally, honesty becomes a powerful tool for you this week. A conversation of realization may help clear the air and strengthen an important connection. And I feel like it's with this individual. It's a heart to heart, but you're there for one another. Be vulnerable with this person, okay? Truth spoken with courage can lead to deeper understanding and teamwork, all right? That's what I got here for you, Leo. If this resonates, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side. And we're going to move on to Virgo. Virgo is up. Shirley, thanks for sneaking on in there. I do appreciate the donation. We have gotten now the target done, so there will be an unlocked bonus here as well. But thank you to all of my sponsors here. We're going to move on to Virgo. Virgo is up. Your workshop was 7 hours. Wow. A long day. That sounds like a long day. I'm glad it was good. Virgo. Virgo, let's see how your week's going. Thanks, Isis, for helping out with the chat. I appreciate it. Ace of Pentacles. Well, you are the opportunity this week. The opportunity is you. The opportunity is you. Ladybug, you have entered the room. Virgo has entered the room. Let's see the external influence of this. Oh, I like this. You got the turning card here. We're going to validate that turning card. It's a specific card for this deck. It's usually when something here is blocked. What's this about? What is this block about? Oh, look at that. You got the 10 of Swords here reversed. Oh, this is betrayal. This is something here where someone did not get picked at one point, and Virgo is going, well, I'm going to take this and I'm going to choose me. I'm going to choose me this week. They didn't want it. I'll take it. I'll take it. Who was this person? Who was this person who did you dirty? Because I feel like with your energy here, with it reversed, this is something that you're not used to doing. This is you. But with it reversed, it's telling me you're splurging a little this week. Maybe you're buying something fancy for yourself. Maybe you're getting yourself a manicure or pedicure. Maybe you're taking yourself out on a date and getting a steak. I don't know. But there's something here where you're going to be spending some money this week. It feels like there's money being spent. Is it bad? Is it ruthless? No, you're doing something for you this week. And if it's not time, if it's not money, it's time, and time is money. But there's something about just putting it back towards you. Emotionally feeling. Look at that. We got the Queen of Cups here, reverse. So this is what happens. So they're showing a scene from one of my favorite Disney movies, but Rapunzel, when Rapunzel finally gets out of the tower, and her mother was kind of abusive, right? The witch. But she missed her mother because she was so used to giving to her and being there for her. But when she got out of the tower, she was kind of having a mental breakdown as well, because she didn't know what to do. Like, she would feel guilt and shame. So there's something here about like eating too much or doing something too much, and it's like, what have I done? Oh my gosh, and then feeling a little bit remorse with this. But I just feel very emotional because this is something here where you've really not allowed yourself the freedom to do it. And it's like, I'm allowed to do this for myself. I don't have to feel guilty about this. I should, it's okay to get back to myself, but it's uncomfortable because you're not used to it. So you're going to have those moments of doubt or feeling emotions like, why am I crying? I thought I was over this. No, we're still in that Mercury energy. We're feeling those effects here. We're feeling effects here of something that the inner child never received before. Okay, so your inner child here is able to take something and not feel guilty about it. Okay, it's not like a parent saying, well, are you going to share that cookie with everybody else? And it's like, no, I'm not going to share that cookie, Mom. I think, in fact, I'm going to eat the whole damn cookie. There's something here where it does feel like self-indulging. It does. But it's okay. I feel like this is allowed here for yourself. What you're gaining here? Yeah. Closure. I mean, everything's coming full circle, but I love this full circle because the opportunity is you. Full circle. It's you. You're the opportunity. You have a lot to offer. Listen to me. You have a lot to offer to the world, Virgo, but you got to offer to yourself first. And God is saying that to you this week. So, Auntie says, last week's eclipse may still be revealing insights about your priorities and relationships. Something that once felt routine may now feel like it needs a new approach. Okay, reflection this week could help you see what adjustments are. Interesting. I wanted to go straight to her reading before we did the advice because I felt like it really aligned when I looked up and saw that. Advice here for you with Auntie's thing. Let this fall. Okay. It's something here where it feels uncomfortable. Interesting enough how I just mentioned Rapunzel in the tower, and the tower is here, right? It's that was a place here that was not really secure to begin with. No. And you are stronger than you think. Stronger than you think. All right. So this emotional roller coaster is something here where you're going to be like, I'm going to be okay. I lived through that. I got through that. But now it's me. I need to take care of myself. And I see you doing that this week in a really big way. So give yourself a big hug here, Virgo. That's what I got. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side. We got Libra up next. Libra is up next. Where my scales at? I really liked Virgo's reading. It's always cool when you see someone who's fully embracing self-love and allowing the emotions to come out and embracing it. It's just, that's what it felt like. Libra. Let's see how you're feeling going into this week, Libra. Make sure you guys are hitting that like on that video. It does help get seen. Oh, so we have the 10 of Pentacles here reversed. I feel very independent this week. Not around a lot of people. Kind of, you're on your own. Not that you don't love people. Maybe you don't. Okay. I just feel like, you know, they're showing me the 9 of Pentacles energy, especially with that Ace of Pentacles. You want to be independent this week. Let's see the external reason for this independency. The Star, you are stepping back with grace and dignity and appreciation. And I feel like this is something here where you are celebrating, but it's a quiet celebration with you. It is. We have the Star, Aquarius energy here. Okay. Such a graceful card. But I feel that, you see where you get the validation, the Star. This was something here where maybe you didn't feel seen or heard or validated. And this week, which is very similar a little bit to Virgo's energy, but this is a different one. This is you showing appreciation and gratitude with you, honoring a win of some sort. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It does go with that Virgo energy. But this is appreciation and gratitude as into, how do I nurture this? How can I care for this? How can I be there for others? Okay. And you have really worked hard, not only on yourself, but in deep connections with individuals who are in a vibrational match to you. And that may have meant leaving individuals here that at one time you thought would always be part of your circle, your family, however that may be. But I do see you as someone that people not only care about, but come to you for advice and nurturing, because you're just you got such a parental kind of attitude, and people feel safe with you this week. Yeah. But that Hermit energy is, I like to feel safe too. And sometimes that safety means that I need to step back. So I do feel like you're recharging this week, listening to your body and showing the appreciation here. You've changed big time, because before you used to overgive, or you didn't have really good boundaries, but now you let others take care of what they need to do. And this may be a week here where you just want to be just enjoy your own company. Greater opportunity. Look at this, the Lovers. Now, some of you, the reason why you are stepping back is because some of you got a love connection here, right? So you may be in a bubble here with another individual, creating space with you and this individual to get to know each other. There's intimacy. Can't even say this. Intimacy here. I couldn't even say it. I do feel that there is a deep connection here. Now, some of you, if this is not another individual, this is a deep connection here with yourself. But others of you, it's deepening a bond that feels nice. It's supported. It's validated, but it's also choosing yourself here by being with this individual. I like this for my Libras. Yeah, you're not overworking it. You're not trying to see where this is on the notch. This is you enjoying the company, whether it is of yourself here and how far you've come, or the company with another individual here that you've met your match with. You're enjoying your time with this individual. You're not letting others get in the way. Advice here for you. Whoa, are some of you dealing with a fire sign? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. All right. This is a person here who plans on making plans for you. But others of you, this is a week here where creativity might be your outlet. Okay. And that outlet could be in writing, could be in music, could be an influencer of some sort. Your art's really important. But it's also, look at this, your whole world is shifting. It's shifting this week. You went from being in two different worlds into a world integrating this version of you that is more confident, inspired, emotionally available, grounded. And some of you have called in your match and now you're integrating a life with them. Libra. Auntie says you may be reassessing how you balance your responsibilities with your emotional well-being this week. Reflection could help you see where adjustments will create a more supportive rhythm moving forward, especially if someone is open to helping you out. Small changes may lead to a meaningful improvement in partnerships this week. All right. Even if that's a partnership here with yourself. That's what I got here for you, Libra. If that resonated, go ahead and hit a like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side. We got Scorpio up next. Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Scorpio, you are up. Spirit, how is Scorpio feeling going into this week? Busy. Busy. This may feel like you got a lot of plans this week, or you're just kind of feeling overwhelmed at work. For some of you, if it's not work, it's home life. External influence of this, man, you look tired. Ugh. Cleaning up a mess. You're busy because you're cleaning up the rubble. Whose mess is this? Some of you, this isn't even your mess. It's external. It's someone else's crap. Are you picking up the slack for an individual, Scorpio? Some of you, this could be a work situation. I think the confusion here is, where's the other individual? Why am I putting all of this effort in here? You and I mean, you are out here too, but there's another person out here too. But why do they get the options? Why do they get to emotionally take a pause to reflect what they want while you're picking up the pieces? Because it feels like the Scorpio here is consistently picking up the pieces while someone here is trying to figure out how to build again. And it's like, listen, we got to take care of this wreckage first before we can rebuild anything. Your reaction to this, you're pretty damn pissed. I mean, this is unfinished business, but I also feel someone ghosts you this week. Someone leaves you hanging. They've done this before to you. This person has done this before to you. Could be dealing with a Leo, a Taurus. Aquarius is here. You're here too. But I just feel like someone does a disappearing act on you this week. Pretty pleased with the cherry on top. Someone here promised you that they would be with you through thick and thin. What you're finding this week is that that is a lie. This Scorpio goes, and that is a lie. Bigger meaning here, that you're going to be upset by this. Do you get to play victim of the situation? Yeah. You're upset. You're angry. You might have a flood of a reaction here because someone here is making you pick up the pieces to this mess that they left. This person here left you with a shit ton of responsibility. Some of you emotional, like manipulation. Greater meaning here. Queen of Wands. Well, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This person here is in it for themselves. This is for Scorpio here who got used, but whatever they did, they took from you and they're using it for their own benefit to move forward. They don't care how bad this is. I feel like you get thrown underneath the bus this week. Now, doesn't mean that you have no support here, but you may be needing to ask for assistance or help because this individual here is not there. They're very aggressive on moving forward. There's something here about having their eye on the prize. Okay. Hopefully someone doesn't just dump you for somebody else, but it feels this energy of just being dumped on. Advice for you dealing with this, Scorpio? Oh, man. Almost feels like a cherry tree. You know, this person left you with a mess, but there's also guilt and shame here, not from them, from you, but not because of you feel like guilty and shame for what they've done. It's almost like, I feel so bad what's going to happen to you because it's not my job to bring justice. You're trusting God will bring this right, make things right. The guilt and shame is, I can't believe you did that to me. But at the same time, you know you're protected. You do. Spiritually, you know you're protected. Libra energy is here. Some of you are being monitored. Okay. Some of you, there's laws that are protecting you, literally laws that are protecting you out of this scenario. But however this person left, there's allegations that they need to face. So you don't feel guilty necessarily for this person. There's guilt here for yourself a little bit for trusting them that they will be here through thick and thin with you. Scorpio, what Auntie wants to say for you, something you have been processing internally may finally reach a moment of understanding this week. Emotionally, clarity could help you release tension that has been lingering beneath the surface. Speaking honestly may transform a situation that once felt complicated. And I feel like that honest conversation is what has this explode. It does, but it's happening for you. It just may not feel like that this week. All right. Sending you so much love for that because it's going to be a doozy of a week. All right. Let's see what's going on for Sagittarius. Sagittarius is now up. Yeah, look at you. You came right back on time. Don't forget, you got the collective bonuses too. We got 2 collective bonuses today or this afternoon or this evening. I don't even know what time it is anymore. Bring forward. Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Sagi, how are you feeling going into this week? Here we go. You're revisiting something. There are some past emotions bubbling up. It's a huge opportunity here. You see that? It's to make a wish. You see that? God, my camera's slowing down. Give it a second. Give it a second. There we go. Making a wish. You're revisiting a wish, a desire. External reason for this? Oh. Oh. The Magician reversed. Well, the Magician reverse is my black magic card. Well, you're protected. But externally here, you have others who may be against some of the things that you want to achieve. But here's the thing. It's not up to them to make that decision. And you may feel a little bit like there's, listen, people can cast all kinds of shit when it comes to negativity. But if you feel like a tickle in your throat, or you feel all of a sudden a bout of tiredness, or you have mind fogginess, just make sure you're centering yourself, calling in your light, and just return to sender very nicely with love and light. You don't have to put anything else attached to it, because I do feel like you have someone here in your energy this week from your past. Can you make this up? Okay. This is somebody here from your past, Sagittarius. It just simply is. We have the Six of Cups energy. There's an inner child here in this individual who's having a tantrum because things are not going their way. Things do feel like they're going Sagittarius's way, though. But this week here, you may have all of a sudden like, it's weird. I haven't thought of that person in a while, or it's weird. Like there's a memory here, maybe a dream that comes up, but there's something here about unfinished business with an individual that you were separated or parted ways from. Current response to this? Oh boy. Oh boy. Nine of Cups here, reverse. Ladybug. You got out of this scenario. You got out of this scenario. This person here is pretty abusive, but also very selfish. Could be a drinker for some of you, heavily a drinker. But if not, this is a person here who likes to indulge, drink, eat, whatever for their own satiety here. And some of that is emotionally being vampired from you. This is someone here who used to easily emotionally drain you. And this week, you may be feeling like, oh my gosh, why do I feel so tired again? They're not even in my life. There's residue here left. It's residue. And the bigger meaning here is that these connections here sometimes can go deeper than just energy. Okay. Sometimes there's lineage involved. Sometimes there's past lives involved here. All right. We've had multiple contracts, but here's the good thing. You have support this week. I do feel like even though you may feel emotionally wiped out this week because of another, you are loved as well, and you have comfort here. And this is something here that I feel an individual realizes now that you have. Maybe this is a person here who used to be part of this circle. They're not anymore. They're not. This is a circle here that's yours. Some of you created that circle, that community just for you. I'm telling you, there's someone here who's pouting because they're not part of that anymore. All right. They can do whatever they want to do, but emotionally, you've grown past this. So, I think you're just returning sender. I do feel someone's missing you this week, though. And there's some guilt and shame here, but the guilt and shame here is that you're not a part of their life. Advice here for you. Look at that. Judgment. Everything's in balance, but I also feel that you're heavily protected, even though you may not feel like it this week, or not feeling too energetically great. Just return to sender. There's nothing you can do, because look at that. This is about your worth. This is about what's coming for you. right? There's a lot of prosperity coming your way. There's a lot of, some of you, money coming your way, but also I feel a really deep bond or relationship forming for some of you. This is new love. All right. But this individual here feels that. The Empress is Taurus and Libra energy, but I feel something specifically here has taken bud and is deepening here. And this is why this individual knows, you know, your worth now. And this person sees the worth, but they can't get it. All right. That's what I got here for you, Sagittarius. Let's see what Auntie has to say. You may find yourself reflecting on where you feel most supported in your life this week. Situations connected to home or emotional stability could begin gaining clarity this week. This week encourages you to notice what truly creates a sense of peace for you. And I think that's what you're going to feel, is that sense of peace when you start feeling this, because it's like, oh my gosh, it's reminding, it's like, so that you can see how different it is now that this person's not in your life. All right. That's what I got here for you, Sagittarius. If this resonates, go ahead and hit a like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side. And we still have 2 collective bonuses. So we still got Capricorn and Aquarius coming up. Sagittarius had a nice reading too. Capricorn. Happy, let's see how your week is going to be. Capricorn is up. Capricorn, how you feeling going into this week? The Hierophant. Very practical. Taurus energy. Committed. You're by the books this week. You're just, I don't know. I feel like you're buttoned up this week. It feels like this Capricorn, like most Capricorns are pretty buttoned up, but I feel like it's all business, finances, or home this week. This is where it's like, I just need to make sure everything is buttoned up. External reason for this. Yeah, because you care about this community. You care about this home. You care about this relationship. You care about the kids. All right. So this is you fully invested in this community, in this family this week. And, you know, a lot of people come to this Capricorn for advice. You're very much a parental role here. But here's the thing. Some of you are missing a partner. Some of you, you are raising children on your own. Some of you miss a parent. But I feel like you're doing something in good faith this week, because you've gotten past, someone may have passed away for some of you, but I feel like whatever this is, the reflection here is you were born and raised a specific way, or you're now in charge. And this community is important to you, whether this is children, whether you are a teacher and these are your students, whether this is, you are a manager and this is work. There's something here that you lead, but it's also reflection here of, God, I miss the person here who taught me this, who raised me, or showed me this way, or did this with me. How you're responding here this week. Oh, I love that it's the Turning card. Now, this is a specific card for this deck, and it's usually something that you validate with it, but it's kind of based on the chakra, but let's see which one it's responding to. The King of Pentacles here, reverse. Cats in the cradle is what I just heard, right? Maybe some of you have had the belief growing up that money doesn't grow on trees. Okay. Or you have to work hard for your money, or you have to put a lot of time and effort for a relationship to work, and then realize that certain relationships don't work. I think someone here is coming up in your memory this week who's not here with you, who taught you certain things about how to be a better leader, how to be a better teacher, how to be a better parent. But you're also seeing that this person wasn't perfect either. And it also allows you to be more human because you get it now. It's like, I get it. I get it. I can put myself in their shoes. I can understand that. And you may do things a lot differently here too. You're creating your own beliefs and character, teaching your own lessons a different way, making it your own now. You are. And we have the King of Wands energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, where this is a person here that you may have fought with a little bit, but not in a bad way. I don't want to say this is something here where it felt like maybe you were a rebel, but you both wanted the same thing. You just had a different approach. But in the determination, all ego aside, you're pretty passionate here with how far this community, this family, and how far you've come and how different it is. And so there's just an opportunity here to see how your different ways took a different approach, but it still got the same thing, which is happiness, family, togetherness, unity. Yeah, I love this. Do you see this? The Ace of Cups. Now, the Ace of Cups here is reversed, but I also feel like you were paying homage to somebody, and somebody here who maybe did not give you credit, who's not here anymore. Let me tell you, they are praising you on the other side. Look for the feathers, okay? Something regarding white feathers. Some of you may see a little hummingbird here coming up, but I feel like this individual is sending you signs like, job well done. It feels like that. Okay. This has to do with pouring in love back into you. Advice for you. Look at this. Do you notice how there looks like a little bit of an age difference? I do feel like this is someone here who taught you the way. And I love that the peacock is here, because to me, the peacock is always with the Nine of Pentacles card. So you're doing this on your own, but this person here was a mentor of some sort here with you. They were a mentor, but you're following in the footsteps here in a much different way. But you can understand this person and why they were so stern, why they were so hard on you, but you also could see what their insecurities were too. So you do have some wisdom on this, and you're meant to share this wisdom with others. And some of you, it's this community, these children. That's what I got. If that resonated, go ahead and hit like. Let's see what Auntie has to say. Auntie says, Capricorn, communication becomes important this week, especially when it comes to expressing your thoughts and intentions clearly. Something that has been misunderstood may now have an opportunity to be corrected. Honest conversation could strengthen connections that matter to you, especially if you feel someone here is giving you that rebel kind of energy here this week, similar to what you did with this person. All right. What comes around goes around. Okay. Some of you, it's like, it's my mini me. It's my child. All right. That's what I got here for you, Capricorn. We're going to move on to Aquarius next. Aquarius is up. Now, once we get to the final sign, we have the collective bonuses coming up. We certainly do. Bonus train is coming. And so what does that mean? This would be the time to make sure that you guys have liked the video, because that helps the channel be seen. And then I want you to infuse your energy into the live chat. And if you're even watching this as the replay, you can comment this in the comments. But you're going to hit comment bonus with whatever sign here you're here, because you're putting the energy that these may roll to your sign. Okay? So keep that in mind. So go ahead, comment bonus with the signs here with your energy, and maybe they will roll in the collective. Aquarius is up next. Aquarius, how you feeling going into this week? Well, 9 of Pentacles here reversed. What's in your hands? Do you see what's in your hands? You are holding on very tightly to an offer. And if you feel that if you give this offer, that you'll lose it all. Some of you, this has to do with finances. It's like holding on really tightly to your money. All right. But there's some insecurities here that if you don't have this, you won't be able to move forward in a more stable way. External reason for this. Ooh. It's an option here that once you put towards it, you will be investing a lot of time and energy to it. And so the clarity here is, ooh, I'm nervous. I'm nervous because once I say yes to this, once I put this into it, well, it's go time. It's go time. Integration of it this week. You're very nervous about this. Some of you, this has to do with putting yourself out, like you're going to be off, maybe you're choosing to be off the market soon. Okay. Maybe there's a relationship here that you've been afraid to see blossom because you're afraid of codependency, or, you've been single a really, really long time. But there's a part of you is like, I'm ready to be off the market. I'm ready to invest on this, but once I do it, can I manage it? Do I trust myself to know when something, like, to put up a boundary too? Also, do I trust myself to recover if I get rejected? If this isn't romance, this could also be putting a big chunk of money down on something that you want to invest in. Whether this is literally an investment, whether this is into schooling, whether this is into entrepreneurship, it is making you feel like, holy crap. Now, some of you have a full-time job and is like, I can't believe I'm going to do this, but I'm setting myself a milestone up that I want to become a full-time entrepreneur, and the stability is going to be different for me. So this week, you're choosing and some of you are really, really worried because you're afraid of rejection, or you're afraid to lose it all, or you're afraid what else is out there. Some of you are like, I don't know if my product will do that great because there's a lot of competition out there. But you also know that if you don't give it a shot, you'll never know. How you know? If you got to give it a try. This is so different for this Aquarius because I don't feel like this Aquarius here is used to just giving something a shot or a try. They like to have everything figured out when it feels right. This Aquarius is like, no. Yeah, this is something here where it's like, this is unfair. Like, I want to know how this is going to turn out for me. Is everything going to be all right? Did I invest wisely? Am I going to screw this up? Well, there's just something here about taking a shot this week. And I see you taking a shot here. Now, interesting enough, with this alignment being readjusted, I think it has to do with you realizing that it's okay if I get rejected. Okay. It's okay if the shit hits the fan. But it's better than being stuck. It's better than waiting. It's better just sitting there doing nothing. See, the blindfold is coming off. Aquarius is not in denial this week. They're going to give something a shot. Not just to try, they're going to go for it. And this has left them on the crossroads. You see how it's split, and that 10 is split. It's like either there's no comfortable direction to choose. You just got to listen with your heart here. Listen with your heart. Listen to your heart. Maybe that song's significant to you. Advice here for you. This is scary shit. My Aquarius here, they're very much visionaries, but they love to know what they're gutting themselves into. But this is tearing you apart, waiting. Hierophant. Are you ready for this? This is an up level. Are you ready to be committed to this version of you that is choosing to go for it? This is a card here of commitment, but this is a card here of, rules, obligations, cultural beliefs, right? So there's society involved into this. But I also feel that this is you choosing this. And this is nice, even though it's scary here for you. Aquarius, Auntie says, this week may ask you to reflect on what truly brings you a sense of emotional security. Something that once felt uncertain could begin revealing a clear path forward. That path may be scary as hell, but there's something it's saying, do it. A quiet realization may help you understand what is worth your energy and what is not. And I'm telling you right now, it's not the easy one. It's the hard one that you will find the most appreciation in. All right. That's what I got here for you. If this resonated, go ahead and hit a like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side. We got the bonus train up here. The collective bonuses are here. Did everybody put their sign? Isis, would you mind being my helper with the dice? Welcome, Tony. All right, cool. Thank you, Isis. I appreciate it. Isis is like, it's about damn time. I finally get the duty. Just kidding. I get my turn. All right, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to roll the dice. Isis, my moderator here, is going to help keep tabs on what rolls. But the more placements that are in your chart, well, the more the chart that this reading could be for you. Okay. If you're cross-watching for any reason, you're going to have to flip a mirror back to you. All right, let's roll. Collective, who needs to hear this? Aquarius energy is here. Leo. Capricorn. I don't know if I'm reading that one. I was like, which one's what's that? Taurus. Taurus is here. So far, no dukes. Pisces. And we got Taurus. We got Taurus twice. So those are the signs here. Let's give Isis a shot. Give her a second. She's got to write them all out. Thank you, Isis. So we have Aquarius, Leo, Capricorn, Taurus, and Pisces. Here we go, collective. Here we go. How we feeling going into this week? This card keeps coming up. We got the turning. I got to flip another card with it because it's a block. Something here is you're stuck on. You're stuck on a situation that you did not get seen or validated in. You did not get seen or validated in this relationship. The two of you did not see eye to eye. there was not a lot of love here. It feels like something is coming back around. We are Mercury retrograde. Okay, let's see the external reason for this. Well, someone's coming back around. But I think you have a much, remember, look, are you prepared to receive some type of opportunity or gift? Well, that's the Ace of Pentacles. So there's something here which is much larger, but what is being presented to you is pretty damn puny. It's like, why even try? Why even show up? Oh, because you're doing well. Because you're doing great. You're not just the fool energy. You've already are your foundation here is of growth, of prosperity. But you do have someone here who's like, hey, I like what you have. I like what you offer. Oh boy, this is someone here who didn't like what you had to offer before. Do not be surprised if you hear from somebody from the past this week with a I miss you, or even showing up on your social media, could even be viewing your story and you're like, what? Like, I mean, someone here that obviously you did not anticipate seeing or hearing from. And you know why? Because you're doing well. You're doing well. Look, I feel like you got some gopher here, some squirrel here who wants some nuts. This is like you're sleeping and you're dreaming. You got another individual here, and I feel like you're in something that feels nice. Okay, whether you're on your own or just enjoying life, you got another individual here who is, like, hey, who wants a piece of you? Kimberly's like, no, I don't want that. Bigger opportunity. You know, the bigger opportunity here is to watch somebody get annoyed with not getting your attention. Because I really feel my collective is going to give someone either the silent treatment or just be so unbothered that they don't feel the need to address. Now, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy is this person here all of a sudden is like, oh, I'm angry. I'm going to project. So I do feel this person can be kind of aggressive with what they have to offer. And let me tell you, this person here is literally just projecting the fact that that you're rejecting them. You this week are rejecting an individual, an offer. Why? Because you got something bigger. You got something better. Some of you, that bigger, better is you, the version of you. It's like, why would that version of me want that? Why would I want a page? You are hearing from somebody from your past this week, collective. You are. And there's the nervousness, the self-sabotageness has a lot to do with an individual who screwed you over, who left you to die. They didn't care about your emotions. They didn't care how much they hurt you. They didn't see you. They didn't value it. They wanted something that was best for them. This is karma. This is just kind of what comes around goes around. But I also don't see you throwing it in someone's face. I just see you not entertaining it. Advice here for you. No, you're not entertaining it. Look, this tower ain't your tower. Maybe someone else is going through a big wake-up call. But you are stable. You are in no rush to be helping somebody up, inviting somebody back in, or taking a small offer. I mean, you could even be returning the hay back with just a hay. You know, if they say I feel like you're marrying back their small offer. Okay, because you got the knight here. Oh, all right. Well, I obviously have more than you, and so I know you want a piece of this. Tables have turned. tables have turned. Yeah, somebody here feels left out. Somebody here may even be trying to come back in quickly as with friends or as because they want you to feel bad for them. They may be going through some kind of rejection. They may be going through some kind of money loss. But this is something here where you don't really need to offer a person protection. No, this is just you being aware of it, how you can choose to be in it or not. Final advice here for you, collective. After a period of reflection and emotional process, Jupiter turning direct signals momentum beginning to return, and situations that once felt paused may slowly start moving again, especially around home, family, and emotional stability. So just be on the lookout here. This person here is, I do feel like they're coming back. All right. So sometimes growth does not arrive as dramatic breakthrough. Sometimes it arrives in individuals, and I feel like it's coming with this person. All right. So please keep that in mind. All right. That's what we got here for our collective bonus here. We have one more to go, guys. One more. We're almost done. All right, we got one more reading here. We always go one more row for the sponsored one, so this will be a little bit longer. Thank you, Isis. Want to remind you guys here that I will be back during midweek here for a faded dice reading on Wednesday. It is already scheduled out, and so are the love readings, which is going to be on Friday, and that's going to be the singles edition. So it's entitled Your Next Lover. So if that's something that interests you, make sure you guys are setting your notifications here for the week. They're already all set up. So all you got to do is set your notifications so you know when I go live, because that is coming up. We also have a giveaway going on at Harmonia Friends Community, and it's going strong. It's going strong here. This is sponsored by Mystical Blossoms, which is an awesome little metaphysical shop. Can't even say it's literally expanded in South Jersey, where I was born and raised, and one of my near and dear friends. But her and her sister have some amazing products, and they make these products themselves. But Jody put together, and her sister put an amazing little collection here for my Harmonia Friends community. So these are products straight from them. And it's only for my community. I think she's putting something together for her community too that's very similar to this, but this is called the Cool and Calm, and I love this. I can tell you right now, I've used Sleep Tight, one of my favorites, one of her older products, but I love the smell. It's got this lavender chamomile smell. I love spraying that on the pillow at night. It's very cool, especially for children. It's just gives you that awesome sense of just calmness. I love it. So if that interests you, you can always grab tickets over at Harmonia Friends Community. All right, here we go. One more bonus. You guys ready? Special shout out here to all of the sponsors here. Spiritually Sacred Tarot, thank you. Again, Isis, thank you so much. And my moderator for this evening. Guys, make sure you give a shout out to Isis. She's stepping in here for Star. We have the only special here. Thank you so much for your donation. Nafa as well. And of course, Shirley. We wouldn't be here without you guys this evening. So we appreciate you. All right. Now that we got our sponsors out, let's do it. We have Pisces. Pisces is here. So is Taurus. We also have Capricorn, Cancer, Little crabby. Looks like we got Pisces again. And we have Taurus, and Taurus is up. So those are the signs we got. Did I get everybody? I think I did. Thank you. So we got Pisces twice. We got Taurus twice. I sound like Elmer Fudd. Capricorn and Cancer. There we go. All right, here we go. So if you have those placements in your chart, this reading may be for you. All right. We always go a little bit deeper in this one. How you feeling going into this week, collective? Ooh, abrasive, annoyed. You're coming in. Ooh, you got something to say. This is something here where you are really coming. I mean, there is emotions that are coming up here for my collective, and they are annoyed. Oh, the seven. Who is this? Who is this? We have the Seven of Swords here. This is an individual here who has been keeping secrets from you, who has been doing a disappearing act on you, who has been neglecting and avoiding a conversation here with you. I think you're fed up with this individual. I almost feel like you're catching someone this week. You are. My collective is catching an individual in a complete lie. And the lie here is they may have promised you that they were in while they are involved in another situation or trying to move towards something. Some of you are finding out someone is not done with their past. Clarify that Knight of Swords energy here. Ooh, see, the thing is, this person knows that you would reject them, block them, have a harsh boundary if they did tell you the truth. So the way that they do this is they dodge it. And so this is an individual here where you are like, we're not dodging this. We're having that uncomfortable conversation, whether you like it or not. What are they lying about? Or hiding? The Nine of Swords here reversed, because this is a person here who promised either a beginning or an opportunity to you when they had no right of promising a beginning or opportunity when it was given to another. Or they are not the manager, or they can't make that final decision. So be wary. This week here is going to be a doozy for the bonus here for some of you who are wanting to receive this. You don't have to claim it. That's a good thing about it, right? Even my cat hissed. Like, I just feel like, no, I don't want this. Someone here authorized something when they had no authority to do so or to even start it. And you intuitively felt this and you knew it, but you're catching them. You're catching them this week. Two of Wands energy here. The Emperor. I feel like this is more your energy. All right. Inner authority, powerful, but also you have no issues making a tough decision or having a tough conversation. You're asking someone here to take accountability, show up, this is a person here who may have not had the authority to even offer that. How you're responding to this individual here this week. Look at this. Oh my God. The Emperor and the Empress have just entered the room. They're allowed to fight. They are. But I feel this energy of having I just heard my cat just attacking another one. This is what happened. Two cats fighting, right? Someone, I feel like you're going to put someone in their place. You deserve better than this. You know your worth, but you're also taking accountability. And guess what? This person here who hasn't been bossing up all of a sudden shows up in a way that you did not imagine. Interesting. What is a bigger opportunity to this? It is two mature adults having a conversation here. Something's about to change with the two of you. This isn't bad. This is respecting a boundary and saying, why did you promise me that? When either you were promised to another or you didn't have the ability to do so. Someone here thought they were doing the best thing by protecting. But what were they protecting? Their ego? So there's an up level happening for this relationship. This is like, hey, are we in this together through thick and thin? Let's just lay it at the table here and be authentic. What is the bigger meaning of being authentic with this individual? What's going to happen here? Oh my gosh. You're going to get through it with this person. Yeah. Is it going to be uncomfortable? There's going to be an understanding of why there was so much back and forth. Yeah, it's going to be that comfort, but also this is someone here who says, hey, wait a minute. I had reasonings for doing so. And yeah, I may have omitted it, and you're like, admitting it's still a lie. And this person's like, yeah, you're right. And you caught me on it. And I'm taking accountability. It was not right. So this person here is matured enough to do that. Maybe in the beginning, they weren't so much. Advice for you dealing in this scenario with this individual. Look at this. It actually makes the two of you more in power with one another, because you can have those hard conversations when it comes to connection or to community or for the well-being of, let's say, a family or a job place. Right? This is a very happy card here with the Four of Wands. So there will be a very successful union in this. Remember, your support card comes with the Lovers card too this week. Look at this. You know what? It's because you stick up for yourself this week. It's because you know your worth. It's because you call somebody out, but say, hey, have the hard conversation with me. And this person may be doing that to you. It could go both ways. But in the long run, it will be the best damn conversation the two of you have ever had, because it's going to up level you. You can get through this with this individual. You can get through anything. All right. Final message here for Auntie this week is this for you, collective. Mercury retrograde has a funny way of slowing things down just enough for us to notice what we may have rushed past before. Messages get mixed up, technology acts strange, and conversations sometimes take an extra try to land the way we meant them to. But in the middle of all this confusion this week, truth tends to slip through in unexpected ways. And I feel this for this individual. So if something feels delayed this week, it may not be actually a setback. It might simply be Mercury reminding you to slow down long enough to really hear what is being said. And be careful with that, because your first reaction here is going to be to rush in. All right. That's what I got here for this reading. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side here at Harmonia Friends Community. Thanks for those of you who joined this evening or this afternoon. I do appreciate it. And thank you, Isis, for stepping in as my moderator today. I wouldn't be anything without my moderators here. So much love. I will see you guys later this week. Have a good week. Take care.